Welcome to Brain Bitesize. Today we're exploring a rarely discussed moment in the life of a narcissist, the point where reality finally sinks in. But before we dive in, here's something you might not expect about the narcissist's journey. Stay tuned to find out what it is. The narcissist's illusion. At the core of this illusion lies an unshakable belief in their superiority and infallibility. Narcissists craft an image of themselves as omnipotent beings deserving of admiration and devoid of flaws. This self-created illusion serves as a fortress, protecting their fragile ego from the harsh truths of the real world. However, this illusion is not just a personal bubble, it extends to how they perceive and interact with others. Narcissists often view people as mere extensions of themselves, tools to be used for their gain. They lack genuine empathy, unable to understand or care for the feelings of others truly. This leads to manipulative and exploitative behaviors, where they bend relationships and situations to their advantage, often at the expense of others. In their world, others are either enablers who feed their ego or adversaries who challenge their grandeur. The moment of truth. This pivotal moment arises unexpectedly, shattering their carefully constructed facade of invulnerability and superiority. Imagine a scenario where a narcissist faces a significant personal failure, perhaps in their career, a relationship, or within their social circle. This failure is not just a minor setback, it's a glaring contradiction to their self-perceived infallibility. For the first time, the narcissist is confronted with the stark reality that they are not above others, that their actions have consequences, and that they are not immune to failure. Various events can trigger this realization. It might be the loss of a long-term relationship, where their partner finally decides to walk away after enduring years of emotional manipulation. It could be a professional downfall, where their tactics of deceit and exploitation lead to a career-ending scandal. Or it could be a moment of unexpected vulnerability, where they need help and empathy from those they have previously scorned or belittled. The emotional turmoil. Imagine a fortress built on the sands of grandiosity and denial, suddenly facing the relentless waves of truth. For the narcissist, this moment is not just about confronting a single failure or rejection. It's an existential crisis that challenges their entire self-concept. They experience a whirlwind of emotions that they are typically ill-equipped to handle. First, there's the shock and disbelief. The narcissist, who has spent a lifetime inflating their ego and denying their vulnerabilities, finds it almost impossible to accept that they are not infallible. The shock quickly turns into anger, a fiery, defensive rage directed at the world, those they perceive have wronged them, and sometimes even at themselves. This anger is a shield protecting their fragile ego from the full impact of the truth. Coping mechanisms. These mechanisms are often deeply ingrained in their psyche and can manifest differently. One common approach is denial. A narcissist in denial will steadfastly refuse to acknowledge the truth, often creating even more elaborate fantasies to shield themselves from the painful reality. They might blame others for their shortcomings or concoct reasons to justify their behavior, anything to avoid facing the truth. Another coping strategy is projection. Narcissists might project their failures or negative traits onto others, accusing them of the faults they refuse to acknowledge in themselves. This helps them maintain their superiority and diverts attention away from their flaws. The path to change. A rare choice. This journey begins with the acknowledgement of their narcissistic traits and the impact they have on others. It's a moment of profound vulnerability, where the narcissist must peel back the layers of defense mechanisms that have shielded their true self. In this process, they often encounter deep-seated insecurities and fears that have fueled their selfish behavior. The road to change involves seeking professional help, often through therapy, where they learn to develop empathy, understand the roots of their behavior, and adopt healthier ways of relating to others. This process is challenging. It requires the narcissist to dismantle the grandiose self-image they've clung to and replace it with a more grounded and authentic sense of self. It's about learning to value others not as extensions of themselves or mere tools for validation, but as individuals with their feelings and needs. As we wrap up, remember the twist I mentioned at the beginning. It's the possibility of change. Even for a narcissist, the journey towards self-awareness, though rare, is not impossible. Thank you for watching Brain Bitesize. If you found this topic intriguing, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the human mind.